up, everybody? My name is Dale. Welcome back to another episode with LackLuster Gaming, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. Yesterday's intro was just so long, so we're just gonna get right into the glitch, guys. A glitch! So it has to do with the donations, and we're gonna swipe over here. You can see I've got 176 hog riders on the way to level 9. So what you do is you go to your clan chat, we swipe over, you request cards, you scroll down, select whatever card you want, it doesn't matter which card, you request it, go to your friends tab, scroll down, find somebody and spectate immediately. It has to be like before You know what? I don't know. I haven't tested it enough. I don't know if it has to be right away, but I know that it works if you do it right away. You have to get into that spectate before you start receiving cards. That's at least the best of my knowledge. Well, let's fast forward now. Let's get back up into the front. Alright, so here we go. Check at the top. 2 hog riders from Jamba. 2 hog riders from Wizard Master. And 2 hog riders from Bustin' YT. Thank you guys for helping me out with that. Now we scroll back over to the clan chat area, and you can see my donation request is still up. And so I have 3 out of 4 is given to me. So every one that they gave me, I received 2. You can see Bonebreaker gave me 1. So we got a total of 7. 7 plus 176 is 183. Boom! Double donations. So there you go. That's crazy, right? Now, the only thing about it is once you log out of the game and you log back in, you're actually back to the original amount of donations that you should actually have. So you don't actually get the extra cards, but it's still a fun glitch to do. Check it out, do it for yourself, and if you do, let me know how it works for you. Now on to today's deck. Now, we've all seen these balloon freeze decks coming out. We've got, well, you've got the lava balloon, that's without freeze, but then the golem balloon freeze. Now, a lot of these balloon decks are pretty expensive, so I decided instead of using and actually, I didn't decide this. I took this deck from the leaderboards. It was the #1 guy yesterday was using it. I saw it, thought it was fairly interesting. It's got a counter to a graveyard, which is great, these little minions. And, basically, it's just a great deck. I mean, you've got 2 tower targeting cards. You've got the giant and the balloon. And having the balloon, I mean, it's air. There's not a lot of air defense in this game. So when you are able to get an elixir advantage and they're throwing everything at my giant, and then you, boom, pop a balloon, pop a freeze, pop a bless, and you're done. It's over. It's game over. Opponent left the match. And you know what happens then? We get the 3 crown. This isn't a challenge, so we're just going to speed this up, get right past it to the very end. Yes, this deck wrecks, dude. It is insane. It is absolutely overpowered because, I mean, they have to consistently battle against the giant and the balloon, and those are 2 difficult cards to kill. They take a lot of elixir to take out, so you're always gonna gain some kind of advantage. Now, I did lose a couple times, but I was able to go for 12 on a classic challenge with this deck, which was absolutely amazing. And this battle was one of the most fierce and well-balanced battles. I had a good opponent, and he's using a giant deck as well. Nexu from Venezuela Royale, using this this princess to take out my skeleton army. I laid that down because I really didn't have anything good for an opening hand. I don't want to put down minions because they're too fast, and plus, boom, graveyards all over the place right now in the challenges for some reason. Graveyards and the Elite Barbarian. So he uses the Fireball, which right here, I'm just like kind of screwed, right? Like I had to take out that giant, but the graveyard with the giant as the tank just took my tower down to 624. That's nuts, man. So I've got my giant as a counter push. He's using his mega minion to try to take out the balloon, but my musketeer takes it out, and I get the giant one shot off with the balloon. Boom! with the death damage, that buff was massive for that thing, bringing that card back to the game. The balloon's a lot of fun to play with. I gotta tell you guys, it seriously is. If you haven't tried any of the balloon decks, you should try any of them. It doesn't have to be this one, but you can try the Lava Loon if you've got the Lava Hound or the Ice Golem. I haven't made the video on that deck yet because everybody else has made a video on that deck so far. So if you want to see that, go to Colton's page. He explains it very thoroughly. Big shout out to my boy Norby Swag on Twitter. He's the one who actually figured out that Ice Golem balloon deck back in November, and now it's seeing used by Pompeo and all these other really great players. So big shout out Norby Swag. I love you, brother. Thanks for sharing that deck with me. I should have done a video on it way earlier, but hey, now I know, right? Now I know. So here we go again. We've got another giant balloon push, and he's got to focus all his resources on stopping me. He's zapping. He's got the tombstone, and we are going to get that one shot off with the balloon. That's all you need is just a couple one shots from a balloon. But look at this push he's got coming in, right? We've got the graveyard, and he's got a tank for it. I'm using everything I've got now, and we're able to take everything out with that fireball. Last minute was able to take down my tower. So now we are definitely going to go into overtime, but I've got a big push, a massive push going towards his king's tower, and he's used a ton of his elixir. He drops guards in the back, but both of my musketeers take it out, and his mega minion. So I'm looking real pretty right now, but I'm kind of a little cocky about it, so I throw in a balloon and a freeze. He drops a tombstone. It stalls it for a second just in time to not allow me to get to the tower to drop a bomb on it. We only deal death damage. Now I got two princesses coming with a giant and graveyard on my tower, and I am absolutely terrified at this point, but my Skarmy does work, takes it out. My minions are able to stall that graveyard long enough so that we don't take too much damage, and that princess is just aiming at all these little dudes and stuff, so we're just gonna let it all go. We're gonna freeze that up. Unfortunately, the zap is not in time, and it damages my giant enough, so we're only able to get 2 hits on that tower. So I'm gonna drop my musketeer and my Skarmy behind the giant to take out the princess, because I know he'll come back for the giant. We're gonna place down our tombstone too, but it gets, just before the fireball lands, and the minions are just helping me out, barely saving me. And now look at this, I got 4 little dudes and a minion, 1 dude now, no dudes now, and he pulls my guards away. I'm gonna freeze his princess, but my balloon is the only thing that makes it to a tower. It gets 1 drop, but it's not the tower that we need, but I'm slowly chipping away, so it looks like I'm in some serious trouble here. 1 more push like this, and it could be it. So I'm gonna lay down my tombstone, pull my giant, his giant up there, use the Skarmy to defeat it, the minions to kill off the graveyard, the musketeers helping out too, and somehow I survived that. I have no idea how that happened. So we're gonna drop a giant, and check it out. The giant is taken. Look at those 4 skellies. Look at those 4 skellies. Takes out the princess, and they're just chipping away at that tower, and we're gonna freeze everything up, and boom! Boom! I was so stoked. You have no idea. I'm sorry. I know I don't get this hyped normally, but dude, that battle was just amazing. I couldn't believe that happened. Give it a shot. Give this deck a try. I'm telling you, it is amazing. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining. This is the energy that I want to exude into you guys about Clash Royale and anything else that we're going to cover on this channel. There will be a lot more in the days to come. I promise you that. We finally actually did find a house, and so that's good news. We're able to move, guys. We found a place to live when we get to Colorado. More on that to come, and until next time, guys, I love you. Peace out.